All right, you guys, let's go ahead and we'll break down this fight card. All right, everybody, we just had Fluffy versus Dolidze earlier this morning, and it was spectacular. I didn't get all my picks right. I figured I wouldn't have. And apparently from Sherdog, this was the most, how did they word it? The most lopsided card based on the odds in recent memory, or maybe they said in modern UFC history. I can't remember. Oh Lord, they're giving us some construction noises. That's just perfect. All right, everybody. So let's break this down. I thought it was a good card. I was asleep for most of it. Woke up for the main card, and I rewatched some of it while we had some women's fights. Oh man, I can't even talk. Women's fights. What did I just say there? Women's. All right. Anyway, so we got Eric McConaughey versus Cody Brundage. Now I didn't watch some of these fights fully through. I got the gist of them. Just watched them quickly. I picked McConaughey to 29-28 Brundage, and I said it could go either way. Brundage could 29-28 McConaughey in my prediction video. In the end, it was a very close fight and McConaughey got it done. I saw some people saying Brundage got it done. I don't think so. I think McConaughey got it done. The maybe the first and third round, if I remember correctly. But some judge gave Cody Brundage a 30-27 scorecard. So it ended up being a split decision. Now, I wouldn't have hated it like a 29-28, but I don't know. 30-27 is a little bit crazy. Either way, Brundage tried to do some wrestling. McConaughey tried to keep it on the feet. And it wasn't the best fight in the world, but I thought McConaughey did enough to get a 29-28 decision. And in the end, he got that splitty city. After that, we had Uroš Medic and Gilbert Urbina. Now, I was very torn on this fight too. I thought that Urbina had a chance to get it done, and he did have a chance to get it done. He knocked down Uroš Medic in the first couple seconds. Uroš gets up, and then he just destroys Urbina with a straight left. So they both were pretty evenly matched, but Orosh hit him a little bit cleaner on the chin, as the three little piggies might like to say. And we had a winner for Orosh Medic, who I also picked. I picked Gabby Fernandez too. I didn't watch that fight back. There's another fight though that I'd like to talk about that I haven't seen, so I'll have to watch it maybe during the stream. Should I do that? I don't know. Um, Jocelyn Edwards KO'd Priscilla Cachoeira. Now I picked Jocelyn Edwards. I don't really, I didn't have time to watch the women's fights because there was a women's fight and I was watching the men's fights back. But let's see if we can pull this up real quick. Little Priscilla Cachoeira getting destroyed action. Might be fun to see it. Do a little live react. Let me type this in. Priscilla. Priscilla. Oh, one L. My bad. Priscilla, the killer Priscilla versus Joseline Edwards. Where's Jocelyn Edwards from? That's a cool flag. That is a cool flag. Now, where did my mouse go? Is this crapping out on me? I'm not able to watch a stream. What's going on here? What's happening? Come on. This is ridiculous. Okay, I don't think that's working. Oh, that was pointless. Anyways, that's not gonna work. Oh, I think I was successfully exited out of that at least. Man, I should not try to do that. My computer can't handle it apparently. But I heard she had a good right Hook, ground and punch KO of Priscilla. Some people were telling me to go back and watch it. I have to do that on my own time, I guess. My computer can't handle it. Oh my God. Now my computer's freaking out. Should have never tested my luck. And we lost everything. My computer's crashing out worse than Lorenzo predicts. Worse than Dougie's corner when Lord of the Pies gets in the chat. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. After Priscilla got killed by Jocelyn Edwards, we had. I'm not even going to test my luck trying to watch that. Exit out of that. Exit, exit, exit out of that. Let me pull this back up. Oh Lord. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see it now. We had Elijah Smith versus Toshiomi Kazama. Now, up to this point, I had all four of those picks. This is where the train got derailed. I thought Elijah Smith would probably win, but I picked Toshiomi Kazama because Japan's been on fire, and I thought he could sub Elijah Smith. I didn't watch this full fight, I just watched the finish. But apparently he had a triangle locked up. So my sub was almost there. I did not foresee Elijah Smith pulling off a once in a 3 decade long slam from triangle, absolutely destroying Toshiyami Kazama, and then landing brutal ground and pound while Toshiyami Kazama was out. The ref was screaming, "You gotta show me something, Toshiyami, you gotta show me something." Meanwhile, Kazama was in corpse guard. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was because it was slow-mo and the finish looked like it took forever to get stopped, but that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. So lost my pick there, but he had a chance. He had that triangle latched up. Did not foresee Little Rampage coming up though. Maybe that's one of Rampage's illegitimate sons that he doesn't claim. I'm not too sure. Not too sure, but we'll see more of Elijah Smith. Up next, we had Julius Juicy, Orange Julius, what was his nickname? Juicy Jew Walker versus Rafael Sequeira. And I chose Sequeira because he was a big underdog, and I thought both of their stand up was pretty similar. And in the fight, they both looked like they had similar stand up still. Thought they were like the same person out there. Julius Walker, though, I didn't watch this whole thing back again. I didn't watch a lot of these prelims the whole way through. But Julius, I think he did more wrestling from the bits and pieces that I saw. But Sequeira was kind of piecing him up, hurting him. I listened to the Sure Dog dudes post fight. They said Julius won the decision, but Sequeira would have won Pride rules. So I'm not too down on that pick. I'm not too down on either of these picks. I knew they were big shots. Plus 550 underdog, plus 505 underdog, and they had chances. They both had a chance. So you can't be down on that. Terrible fight from what I heard. I'm probably not going to watch that one back. After that, we had CLD and Eric Anders. I picked CLD. He got it done. Performance of the night. Who else got it? Were there 4 performances of the nights? Yeah, because there were some good KOs here. Christian Leroy spinning back elbow kind of started it. Eric Anders backs up against the cage. CLD unloads on him. It wasn't the best stoppage, but it was a good TKO victory. And Eric Anders probably should be cut. Maybe a lot of these guys should probably be cut. Brundage, Urbina. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we could see some more from Urbina before we cut him. Maybe Kazama, sadly. Maybe both these guys. I don't know. Maybe Eric Anders. But CLD did what he was supposed to do. Round one KO. And I picked him, so that's what's up. After that, we had John Matsumoto. They had a close fight, another splitty on this card. Three split decisions. Three splitties, yeah. Three split decisions on this card. John Matsumoto went as Mike Heck likes to say, hammer and tongs with Miles Johns. And let me see, just making sure there's nobody in the chat. I wouldn't want anybody to be in the chat. Thank goodness. So Jean Matsumoto and Miles Johns, they went to war. John Matsumoto didn't impress me, but he got it done. I think some people were saying robbery too. It was a split, so people were going to say robbery either way. But he got it done. I think I watched most of this fight back actually. But yeah, John Matsumoto. A lot of people were picking Miles Johns. I thought Matsumoto would not look great. I saw him in his fight with Rob Font. He looked slow in the striking, and I think Miles Johns did have better striking, but Matsumoto had that heart. He got pieced up in the. I think I actually watched this one live. I can't even remember. This was early in the morning where I am. Yeah, I think I watched this one live. So John Matsumoto lost the first round. He comes back, gets the last two, starts just edging Miles Johns out. But he lost the first round and he somehow was like not gassing out, but definitely looking a lot slower in the second and third. So he got it done. Luckily, it could have been Miles Johns' victory, but he got it done. That aura of being Brazilian with a Japanese last name, that's plot armor, as the kids like to say. After that, we had Andre Touchy-Feely versus C-Rod. I picked C-Rod, but I said in my prediction video, he doesn't have the size to just bully dudes around at featherweight. And that's just the truth. He's like a 130, he's a 140 pounder. He's not quite big enough to bully people around, but Andre Feely's a vet. I said Andre Feely was washed. I don't think Andre Feely is going on a title run anytime soon. C-Rod's still, kind of early in his career, but I don't know. Andre Feely got it done. C-Rod didn't look great. Maybe cut C-Rod. Cut Feely. No, I'm just joking. Feely gave a good post-fight speech from what I heard. After that, Yasmin Lucindo, Angela Hill. I picked Yasmin Lucindo. She got it done. Then we had Steve Urseg versus Odie Osborne. Now these ones I definitely was watching live. Urseg got it wasn't a clean drop, but he got hit hard. He kind of stumbled into the cage. Ode went after him. He definitely lost the first round. He comes back, and as Benny P MMA predicted, he predicted it correctly. He said Urseg would win this in the wrestling. And that's 100% true because his striking was not quick enough. He did land some good kicks, head kicks and such, but it was the wrestling that won him this. Odie Osborne's wrestling was not up to snuff. People were saying, "Oh, we wanted Ode to win." I thought it was pretty clear Urseg win for the last two rounds, 29-28 over Ode. And Ode's got good striking. So I don't know. People were hating on Steve Urseg in the watch party that I was in. But Ode's not gonna beat the flyweight champ Pantoja. Pantoja would destroy him. Marab would destroy him. It was a good fight. And at the end of the fight, last couple seconds, Urseg was on top, throwing heavy ground and pound on Ode. People just hating to hate. I thought Steve Urseg didn't look great, but he showed he has an ability to adapt mid-fight. He showed higher fight IQ. And I think that he's going to just keep improving. I don't know if he'll ever get another title shot, but we'll have to wait and see to figure that one out. Maybe he will. Let's keep rooting for him. Last but not least, Fluffy versus the Georgian Bull. I had Dolidze. I gave no explanation as to why I gave Dolidze. I thought middleweight was going to look like a middleweight fight. It did not look like a middleweight fight. Hernandez fought like he is a welterweight. He actually fought with straight punches, fought with a pace, fought with a dominance of a welterweight or a lightweight or somebody. And Roman fought like a light heavyweight, just swinging wild hooks, looked terrible in there. Fluffy looked amazing. It was actually a really good fight, I thought. Some people didn't like it. I thought it was a great fight. That was the first time Roman's ever been finished, and he made Roman quit. Roman was taking tons of damage. I think in the first half of the first round, I think Roman's eye maybe broke an orbital or something, but his eye looked all red and puffy. I don't know how he looked after the fight. It might be a broken orbital, might have just been some swelling or something, but he was effed up. Fluffy was getting it done with just those straight shots. You know what I'm saying? Straight shots, great pace, great gas tank, non-stop pressure, just kind of doing that Pantoja. Not quite a Pantoja, but he was just steamrolling through Roman, throwing him to the ground. He would go on top of Roman for a second. Roman kept rolling for a heel hook, so Anthony just stood up, didn't want to mess around with it. Eventually, Anthony was just like, all right, I'm just going to throw him down, just hit him with straight shots, toss him to the ground. Roman's going to get stood back up by the ref, rinse and repeat for a couple rounds. In the third round, Roman was like just a wet, soggy biscuit. He was just cooked. He was some barbecue that you left on the grill for too long, just absolutely cooked. And Fluffy in the fourth round locked in a choke and kind of just was standing up, and Roman was like getting dragged across the octagon, and Roman just tapped real quick, and Fluffy just slumped him, just threw him on the ground, walked away. It was hilarious. I think it was in the second round, end of the second round, maybe it was the first. Um, I think it was this end of the second. Fluffy thought he got the dub. He thought the ref called it off, but it was the end of the round. So he went in celebrating. His corner thought it was the end of the fight too, but it was actually the end of the round. And I thought that could have been bad for him because you hear about that from fighters, like they celebrate an early victory when it's just the end of the round or something, and they gas out because their adrenaline from celebrating kind of kicks in, and then they gas prematurely. So I was like, oh, maybe Roman's going to come back in third, fourth, and fifth. There was no chance. Roman was done from the first round. He just got beat up on for a couple more rounds. So excellent work by Fluffy. I thought it was a great performance by Fluffy, and I thought it was exciting. I will definitely tune into any more Fluffy fights. I think he could be a problem for this division, but I don't know if he's gonna be the top guys. But I think it's interesting now. Definitely interesting now that we've seen him dominate somebody who's never been finished, who's been not at the top of the division, but he's been near that upper echelon of the division, facing the Marvin Vittoris and the like, even facing Anthony Smith, who Khalil Roundtree Jr. got a title fight off of. So I don't know. Roman could have gotten a light heavyweight title shot. I don't know how that works. But Fluffy, he just cuckolded the Georgian Bull. And I don't know if we'll ever see the Georgian Bull again. We'll probably see him again, but he's definitely not going to be the same fighter after that. I don't think he's coming back after that. He's not going to be going on any more faux runs to the title. His title aspirations have aspirated their last aspiration. His title aspirations have breathed their last breath. And Cody Brundage versus McConaughey was at light heavyweight. That's so weird. But before we go, Ode Osborne, tell me if this looks like Ode Osborne or not. Right here. Right here. Let me see. Is this in camera view? Is that not Ode Osborne? Let me get him side to side. Is that not Ode Osborne? Is that or is that not Ode Osborne? Pretty sure that's Ode Osborne. Anyways, what's another one? I think I got another pick for next week. This week, Dave the Barbarian. We have DDP, Dave the Barbarian. I had a good pick somewhere. But that's DDP right there. That's DDP right there. I think it was from the interview that Guru did, or not Guru, but what's his name? Cameron Simon did with DDP. I won't ever find it in here. I have a pic somewhere. I wonder if I can find it on my phone. I wonder if I can find it on my phone and send it to you guys. Let's see. I might have it if I search Dave the Barbarian in my messages. Dave the Barbarian. This will pop up. But you guys remember that pic of DDP in the coat? In that fur-lined coat? I'm gonna get this, I'm sure. I think I got this. I think I got this. Why isn't it showing up now? It says I found it. Facebook's being crazy. Do I have to click restore chat history? Restore now. Man, this is gonna be sad. My pin? My pin. My pin. Oh, I got it. I got it. Let's see here. Let's see here. I might have this pick. I might pull it up. Let me send it. I got two picks. I got two picks here. I have nothing. What's going on here? You guys haven't seen any of that? Oh my God. I just did that whole stream. Nothing happened. Man, that's pissing me off. All right, I got the pick at least. I got the pick. I also have one of Izzy, but I don't like that one as much. Hopefully this works here. Let's see it. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Now it's not a high quality pick. And I know it's just on half of the screen. But is that not Dave the Barbarian or DDP Dave the Barbarian? I should get another half over here of Kamzat. But who does Kamzat look like? Who does Hamzat look like? Who's some sort of character, actor or cartoon character that Hamzat looks like? They don't really look like anybody because they got that full beard, no mustache look. I feel like he could have been a Bond villain or something. Is there somebody like that? I'll have to do some more research on that. Who does Kamzat Chimaev look like? But I think DDP is gonna blow that cum shot all over the canvas. But I also have another joke. DDP gonna blow his load early and cum shot's gonna be all over that ass. So we'll have to wait and see. We're gonna have to see. So anyways, you guys, I don't think I have much more to say. Hopefully that was not completely black screen for like 30 minutes. That would have been awful. That would have been awful. But we got DDP up in here. We got Ode Osborne, also known as Abe's Odyssey, the Jamaican sensation. What do we got coming up next? Over here, we got Contender Series in 2 days, ACA in 4 days, PFL in 5 days, LFA in 5 days, UFC 319 in 6 days, Italma versus Dillian White, Moses Italma versus Dillian White. That's what's up. Another Contender Series in a week and a PFL World Tournament 10 in a week. That's what's up. Gonna be a sick weekend with all of that going on. ACA and Contender Series a couple days, and then Italma versus UFC, or not Italma versus UFC. Italma versus White, UFC 319. We're gonna rattle that off. Let's get Mr. Abe's Odyssey off of the screen, man. I can't talk at all. Abe's Odyssey off of the screen. And let's get after this, boys. Let's get after it. Should I leave you guys with a song? By the way, look at the, I know this guitar is super dirty. Look at the sound hole on that puppy. Let me upright it for you for a second. Boom. Look at the sound hole in that puppy. Isn't that brilliant? Now, I know I had Hipster. I was making fun of a hipster in my thumbnail. It's just a joke, man. I think Fluffy's cool. I got a lot of friends like Fluffy. And apparently I'm a hipster too. No, I don't want to play that. What should I play? What should I play? Let's kind of get something more beautiful than that on the screen. Should I do another Thugs Mansion? I just did that last stream. I don't know if I should do that again. I don't think I should do that again. But I'm going to. Why do I keep typing Thugs Mansion? Just type Tupac. Boom. A place to spend my quiet nights. Time to unwind. So much pressure in this life of mine. I cried at times. I was contemplating suicide. But when I tried, all I could see was my mama's eyes. Man, I keep fucking it up. No one knows the struggle. They only see the trouble. Not knowing it's hard to carry on when no one loves you. Picture me inside the misery of poverty. No man alive has ever witnessed struggles I survived. Praying hard for better days. Promise to hold on. Me and my moms have got no choice but to roll on. Found a family spot to kick it, where we could drink liquor and no one bickers over trick shit. A place that we could smoke in peace. And even though we G's, we still visualizing places that we could roll in peace. And in my mind's eye, I see the place that players go in peace. It's a spot for us all, where we could ball A thug's mansion. Every corner, every city, there's a place where life's a little easier. Everything's chill, laid back and cool. Every hour, 'cause it's all good. And we never stress from the world outside. 'Cause every wrong done is gonna be alright. Nothing but peace and love. Street passion. Every ghetto needs a thug's mansion. Dear mama, don't cry, your baby boy's doing good. Tell the homeboys I'm in heaven and they ain't got hoods. I seen the show with Marvin Gaye last night. Have me shook, drinking peppermint snap. Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke. Then some lady named Billie Holiday sang, sitting there kicking it with Malcolm till the day came. And little Natasha showed grown, so tell the lady in the liquor store that she forgiven. So come home, maybe in time you'll understand. Only God can save us. And Miles Davis cutting loose with the band. Just think of all the people that you knew in the past that passed on. They in heaven found peace at last. Just picture a place that they exist in heaven. There's gotta be a place better than this in heaven. So right before I sleep, dear God's what I'm asking. Remember this face, save me a place in Thug's Mansion. Every corner, every city, there's a place where life's a little easier. Everything's chill, laid back and cool. Every hour, 'cause you know it's all good. And we never stress from the world outside. 'Cause every wrong done's gonna be alright. Nothing but peace and love. Street passion. Every ghetto needs a thug's mansion. Little key change right there. I knew a carpenter, I knew a laborer, he was my savior, he was a strong believer. I knew a businessman, he said his business plan was to go save the man he gave into the land. We're all archetypes, people that are mind alike, to be just alike in a completely different way. Hey, we all, oh, catch a swell, catch a wave to another inspiring place, and we all, oh, coming out of our caves, yes, we're coming out of our caves. I knew a farmer, I loved his daughter, but he told me never should I forsake her. But I got home too late from one of my escapades, and no woman to face, just a note that said, baby, I've sailed away, and we all, oh, coming out of our caves. Man, that sounded terrible. Coming out of our caves. Yes, we oh, catch a swell, catch a wave to another inspiring place. Yeah, yeah. Mm. All right, you guys. A little bit better version of the Tupac song Thug's Mansion, but I messed it up again in that same exact spot right at the beginning. My voice not really on point. I haven't practiced in a while, as you could probably tell, or maybe you can't tell because you don't know how to play guitar or sing. Neither do I. All right, you guys. Let me double check. How many lakhs of comments did we get? We got a whopping Infinite lack of comments. Let me leave a comment. What should I leave? What should I leave as a comment? Don't comment. It's a trap. Boom. We're gonna get out of here, you guys. We're gonna get out of here. I don't have anything else to say. I can't believe I've been live for 35 minutes and I did not enlighten you guys at all, but I don't try to bring enlightenment. I try to release my own pent up fluids through these YouTube videos that I create that nobody watches. That's what I'm hoping to do. And I feel, oh, I definitely did release some fluids. So I think we're all good there. All right, you guys, do take care. I'll see you next time. Peace. Ciao. Bella.